Alrighty guys, welcome to the second part of the Apollo build. This time we're gonna make this cute little Beetle into a Widowmaker gravel eating rally car. We're gonna make it start by doing the engine and get as much power as possible from it. For those of you that don't know, that didn't watch the first part, this engine, it's a 3.0 aspirated engine that only goes up to 7,500 RPM, and currently it's making 247 horsepower, and I think we can get it to 350, maybe even 400. And then we're gonna mess with the car. This is a very hard car to drive. It's already hard in the stock homologated version, and I feel like it's gonna be a monster Widowmaker once we give it a lot of power. But we are also gonna give it a lot of aero, bigger tires, and a cool livery. So I'll show you guys once the engine is done. Okay, so I managed to get it to 385 horsepower. That's pretty good. I don't really think we can get it any higher unless we mess with the quality, which I don't want to do, or we give it more RPMs. I'm pretty sure it will have a lot more power, but I don't want to give it any more RPM. Yeah, it can really, there's still so much more to be delivered, but we won't go there. It's gonna stay at 7,500. And I mean, 385 is good enough. So what I did to increase the power was I got the compression a lot higher, 12/1. Gave it variable valve intake, then multi-point and per cylinder fuel system, race manifold, advanced ignition timing, gave it super fuel, and lastly gave it a tubular race headers. Also removed most of the sound deafening stuff. And yeah, so this is how it looks. Those race, what's it called? Those race manifolds, intake manifolds, are so cool. They're all the way open. A lot of dust would enter them for sure, but let's ignore it. And yeah, here it is, our Boxer 6 engine. Let's do a test sound. Sounds angry. Sounds just like what we needed. So yeah, this is it for the engine. Let's go for the body. So here it is, the rally version of the Apollo. As usual, a lot of color, a lot of stuff, over exaggerated. I've been thinking about this actually, and it's fair because the homologated cars are already very modest, and I tend to make them without any flashing color or anything. And the point of the rally cars is to be flashy, is to be exaggerated. They wanna call a lot of attention to themselves, so it's fine. I know this one is, I mean, it is exaggerated, but that's kind of the point. And yeah, so what did I do to it? I added these massive tires, absolutely massive rear tires, and kind of big but a lot smaller front tires. That's to avoid the oversteering. Something I'm gonna start doing is test it in automation in Beamng with the sports compound instead of the rally. Even though the rally tires, the game says that they have more grip and that they will turn better, I realized that when you export it to Beamng doesn't really like rally tires on tarmac, so to test on the automation test track, it's gonna be sports compound. But then in Pikes Peak, it's gonna have the rally tires. Oh, I actually didn't mess with the transmission. Not much to be done, honestly. Maybe stop at 226, that's fair enough. So it's rear wheel drive, manual transmission, 5 gears. Wish there was 6, but there isn't. A significant amount of aero, and one very crucial problem. I can't actually get the ride height higher than 259 millimeters, and it really needed to be higher. The car is already bottoming out, and maybe that's fine for tarmac, but I really wanted it to be higher for gravel, but oh well. I don't think there's anything we can do. It's gonna be a low riding car even on gravel, and we're gonna have to deal with it. Didn't really do anything to the suspension because the suspension has just been tuned, and maybe it will work appropriately. Only one way to know, and that is to test it on Beamng. Here we are, first test of the Apollo on the automation test track. Didn't even touch the suspension. The suspension is exactly the same as the homologated version. Not sure if it will work, but only one way to find out, which is testing it. And so yeah, let's test it. Let's just see how it sounds first. Very throaty. I really like the fact that this one is not turbo charged. A rarity in this series. So yeah, let's test it. Okay. Not off to a good start. Maybe it was my mistake. Let's try again. It's not good. It's not good. Not even gonna try too much. It's chronically oversteering. I don't know what I can do about it. Maybe get the front tires even smaller. Maybe soften up this rear suspension even more. But it's not good. Yeah. Not gonna take too much time off you guys. Gonna already head to automation. Be right back. Alright, this was a nightmare, but I think we're done. So I spent almost an hour trying to fix the car and going back and forth between Beamng and automation, and it's still not perfect. It's far away from perfect, but I just can't get it any better. And it is better, a lot better, but it still oversteers quite a bit. And we all knew this was gonna happen. As I said in the beginning of the last video, it's rear-wheel drive, rear-mounted engine. But yeah, it's good enough. It's not gonna get any better than that, and I wasted too much time on it. So let me take you guys for a test run. Also, this is the way it behaves on tarmac. Maybe it behaves better on gravel, and we'll see. This first corner is probably the toughest one for this car because the balance just changes so much. And also the second corner is also pretty hard because you have to accelerate while turning, but then it gets better. Yeah, a lot more stable. Yeah, second gear is always dangerous. This one it does pretty well. Just gotta make sure not to hit the barrier in the end. And then the high speed corner is also very easy. Oh no! But then I wanted to show off and show you guys the car, and then I messed up my camera controls. Gone, lost the wheel. One more try, let's try. See, it's losing the rear. But it's manageable, it's manageable. Come on. At least you can do some cool drifts, that's a bonus. It's funny that this car is harder to drive than the Avanti, because the Avanti is supercharged with turbo lag and also rear-wheel drive with almost double the power, but for some reason it's easier. This one, if you don't pay extreme attention, you lose the rear. Gotta be very focused. Hopefully you guys can hear me, because the engine is a lot louder now. Oh no, 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 no. Alright, alright, alright. We saved it. Right. Going back inside so that I can talk. Hopefully you guys heard me while we were outside of the car. Maybe not. If not, oh well. The brakes are good. I'm so curious to test it on gravel and really hoping that it drives better. But yeah, we managed to do one clean lap. That's a progress. Okie dokie. So yeah guys, as usual, now I'm gonna leave you guys with the montage. Thank you for watching. This was probably the hardest one, but it was also fun. And yeah, see you guys on Pikes Peak.